Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Jacobs. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory.
He's a quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The gain of 5 brings up 3rd and 4.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. Operating from the gun, Jones.
Oh my God!
Picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 45-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3-and-out.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw to Higgins out wide. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It's a gain of
a good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
The Raiders' 44-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
On the carry.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Pass for 20. This pass complete to Higgins. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
It's a gain of
25 yards that time.
Down Cincinnati.
From the gun again to Mixon. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
3rd down.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
Okay.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Seibert able to knock this one through. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0.
Raiders.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. A first down run there for Jacobs, but nothing doing as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice block.
Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with a football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, Jones. From right side, going to be caught by Waller. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a carry for Jacobs. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Operating from the gun, Jones. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Daniel Carlson for the Raiders field goal. A 47-yard attempt.
And this one is right down the middle. And that will tie us at 3-3. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive, capture the field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Bengals take over at 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
yeah,
right?
A little tired, and if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting off field and giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Man, that's C.J. Uzomah. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down.
And the Bengals first down.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
On second down, Mixon. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
On third down, Burrow.
What you are doing, bro?
It's Boyd. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
On the pickup.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And they'll get this down to the 10.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion, really good pickup.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
What's the score, okay?
A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down about the 2-yard line. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard.
Austin Seibert on for the field goal. An 18-yard attempt.
Seibert's kick is good. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, Parker, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the football trying to find one to get you to the end zone, which is
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And you figure, Charles, they have enough time here in the first half, more than a minute, to put a drive together, at least get them in position to try a field goal.
Yeah, they've got all 3 timeouts at their disposal, so I'm actually thinking bigger. With those 3 timeouts, that amount of time on the clock, I'm thinking about trying to get a touchdown and settle for a field goal.
Throwing on second down. Jones. Reception here by Ruggs. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. From the gun, Jones. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. Incomplete. He had his hands on it, but couldn't pick it.
How the fuck? Okay, that wasn't Jesse Bates. I was about to say, how the fuck did Jesse Bates catch Henry Ruggs on the goal?
This first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. That's taken on the 25. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. The tight end CJ out the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
3rd and inches.
And how about the dime look here? 6 DBs on 3rd and inches.
Daring them to run the ball.
Burrow will throw. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. There's Matt Bosher now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
Just fired up.
And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the 2nd half of this AFC wildcard game. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game. Yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. And they'll get this to Ruggs on the jet sweep. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, part of why that play works is because the defense has to freeze because they don't know whether he's going to hand it off or keep it himself. And this time, how about that sleight of hand there? Gives it to his wideout. And that indecision defensively, boy, it hurt him in a big way.
And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
4 yards on the
following the pickup of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. Off play action. Jones. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
All right, I love it.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, Jones. Able to find Waller. That's complete. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
A Hall of Fame coach once said there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or 2. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And They run with Jacobs on first down, and he'll take this forward for about 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
They'll let this go for the end zone.
Oh, God, no.
This is going to be intercepted.
God damn it.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
It's still 16. It was 16.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
16.
Now it's Burrow. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Green. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
It's a gain of 9.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Now it's Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. That's Crosby. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
It's 2nd down.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. Here's Burrow. And he's got his man in stride.
Why are you fucking losing?
And he's going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Option play, Burrow holding on to it. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. He's going to keep this again. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions step up and make those throws, and he did that.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Raiders 3.
So 3 field goals that he's hit. Now this last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been threes.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And, Charles, we've seen almost 3 full quarters now, and neither offense can really get it going. Neither has hit the end zone, and neither side seemingly can make that big play.
But the game hasn't been devoid of action because these two defenses, they've taken over and they've slugged it out. But I think you're exactly right. We're at that stage of the game now where one of these offenses, if they make a big play, that could be the difference.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 41-yard
throwing Jones. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Jacobs now. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
He was brought down.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try to find some targets in the open field downfield.
Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Counter play with Jacobs, and he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And they'll get this to Ruggs on the jet sweep. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Running is Jacobs. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Ball carrier.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Jacobs, the ball carrier.
After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. And the Raiders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. Jacobs. And they'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
He was brought down.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety, being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it.
And he's here. Touchdown, Raiders. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Raiders are an extra point away from taking the lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. And it wasn't just the vision, right?
Well,
Once he
hell, I
saw the
wasn't
gap,
really trying to. I just
decisiveness,
had to
made up
run the
his
fucking
mind
ball.
and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
And at the 25-yard line, the Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Yeah, 2 minutes left. 4.
The Bengals drive about to get going. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Nick Kwiatkowski.
4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game.
2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. On 2nd down, Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
1st down.
Here we go with Burrow. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. Back to throw. Able to find Higgins. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Bengals.
No
Stays
way.
on his feet. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
I got 20 seconds.
Wow. How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. So the inability there to get the 2-point conversion sort of leaves the door at least a little bit more ajar.
And puts the onus now on the kickoff team and the defense to make sure they don't give up a big play that puts them in position to lose.
Especially on this kickoff. Got to be careful.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be so...
All right, complete. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. He releases it, and that'll receiver, but it'll be second down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. And make it 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Got his connection.
Damn, they hold me up. That's a good fucking game. I lost by 5. God damn it.
He reaches the 8-yard line. And a disappointing way to close out the season. He got into the playoffs but couldn't really make any noise.
Still a good season. Some might call it a great season when they get away from it a little bit. But they also will all look at their own errors, their own mistakes, and wonder how they could have played a little bit better. So if they get in this position again, they'll be ready to win.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaughan. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Las Vegas.
No sweat. What I think we did. Oh, I thought that was